Well, today was going to be the day that I work on the misfiring issue that I have on the Civic. I don't know if it's related to anything here, but these items have not been replaced in a long time, so the wires are probably factory on a 20-year-old car. And cap and rotor, I don't know how old it is. I went with the Bosch Platinum Iridium Fusion, and if you have a D16Z6, you're going to need the 4501. I have not been able to find these anywhere but at Walmart, believe it or not. And they sell them in a 2-pack. I had to go to 2 different Walmarts because they only had one left, so whoever does the ordering there, thanks for that. NGK, I don't know what the millimeter of these wires are. I would think they're probably at least 7, hopefully 8. Guaranteed for life, limited. And then picked up a Excel clear distributed cap, and it has 2 rotors for different applications. I don't know if I'm not even going to know how to tell the difference until I pull mine off, and I'm hoping it's going to be not subtle. But I assume maybe one's for Acura and one's for Honda, because they have all those vehicles that will fit. I'm just realizing my right side's Spanish, so it doesn't really matter. So that's what I was going to do. I also have another issue, which is I'll go out to the car. While I'm shifting, I'm starting to get it grinding in 2nd gear, and I thought maybe I have a possible leaking slave cylinder. And when I pulled this boot back, probably not going to be able to do it now. A ton of fluid dropped out of it. I thought it was wet. And when I pulled it back, it relieved the pressure. So, I'm just going to take my word for it. You can see the puddle down there in the ground, probably. So, I need to replace this. My AC is not running properly either. It does not get as cold as what it used to. So, I suspect maybe the mixing valve, which is right here, and I don't know how to test that yet, and depending on how cheap it is, I think I might just replace it. It's probably the original valve, and I'm sure it's worn, so see how much those parts are. And I also need to reset the timing on this. And to reset the timing, I'll have to get in the car and show you how that's done. I still have my seats out from all the plastic from cleaning, and I'm going to tint. I still got more cleaning to do. But this is the harness that you want to look for. And if you can find the male version of this, you can make a loop. But what I ended up doing was I had pins left over from working on other electrical connectors. I just stick a pin in one and a pin in the other. Hard to do with just one hand here. This is also how you get trouble codes for the engine and the ABS, which I got a 22 trouble code a little bit ago. But that right there, you'll short out the terminals or complete the circuit, however you want to look at it. Turn the engine on, start it up, let it warm up. And you actually should do this after the engine's already warmed up and the cooling fan has come on at least once. Then you shut it off, then you connect this, and then when you turn the engine on, this disconnects the auto correction portion of the ECU for the timing, advance, and retardation, so that now you can set the timing with the distributor and then follow the instructions either in the manual or under the hood on the sticker if it's still available, and it's usually about 750 RPM, headlights off, accessories off, and then you can rotate the distributor where you need it and set it, tighten it up, shut it off, disconnect this, and then start it back up and see how it's doing. So I am going to replace all the spark plugs, wires, and cap and rotor, set the timing, and see if that fixes my electrical problem. If it doesn't, I suspect maybe either a bad ECU or a bad distributor, or something internal in the engine. But the way it functions is it'll, under initial load, if you give it too much, it'll just kind of bog down and not do anything. It'll take a while before it'll take off, but once it takes off, it runs like a bat out of hell. So it can't be dirty fuel injectors. The fuel injectors, it would either work or they wouldn't be, sporadic. So I think it's either a timing issue, a spark issue, or an internal issue, which I highly doubt would be internal either, because then, unless it has something to do with the VTEC, because the VTEC code did come on, which was a code 22, but that's for hydraulic as far as I've learned. The code 21 is more electrical, where you're not getting a electrical connection for the solenoid versus oil pressure up to the lockout.